Today on Modded, Rose shows you what happens when you cross Crash Bandicoot and a horde of zombies, and I show you a brand new companion you can pick up in the world of Skyrim. Get ready, it's time to get modded.
Hello everyone, Rose here, helping out on this week's episode of Modded. Today we'll be looking at a source mod called Crash Bandicoot Return of Dr. Cortex. This is a Left 4 Dead 2 mod released in 2012 that features 5 levels, all with the Bandicoot theme, and although I didn't personally check it out, it does say that it has survival maps and multiplayer maps. Like I said, I personally didn't get a chance to look at them. I only focused on the main campaigns. Like I said, all 5 levels have a Crash Bandicoot theme, and they look amazing. Like, when I say amazing, I mean I traveled back in time and was back on the PlayStation on Christmas Day and was playing it in my parents' living room. Like, that's how good this looked. And it felt so good. You know, I'm nostalgic. I loved me some Crash Bandicoot back in the day. I played all of them, I beat all of them. And having that, Crash Bandicoot, and now my adult favorite game, Left 4 Dead 2, having babies and making mods, like this is what I want to see. Because I know all you Left 4 Dead fans seem to play that game professionally, because anytime you go into Left 4 Dead 2 versus, you're getting pwned, because apparently people play that game professionally, it seems like anyway. So I was definitely looking for something new and fresh, and this is that. I mean, 5 brand new levels that you've never been through before. I mean, the zombies are still the same, but nothing makes it more fun than having to puzzle platform your way through a horde of zombies. I mean, come on. Yes, please. This mod was created by a Lord Shoot to Kill, and I want to thank him so much for creating this mod because, like I said, amazing. It has received almost all 10s on the ModDB page. Like I said, I personally haven't seen the end, but the only complaints I saw was that it could be glitchy, as mods can be, although most of them have been fixed. Like I said, this was released in 2012, but that the end levels are very difficult, especially the last one, which it should be, given its theme from the famous Crash Bandicoot games, because pretty much you start off and you're in this thing called the survival house, kind of like The Biggest Loser, or what's that one? Big Brother, like Big Brother house. And the announcer's saying that Nick the Dick has been voted out of the survival house. And from there, as you're picking up your weapons, it does tell you that you have to turn down your game sound so that way you can hear the Crash Bandicoot music. And the music is great. I love killing zombies to the sound of Crash Bandicoot music. And I mean, the whole thing just goes, because you go straight from the survival house to the warp room. And then, of course, giant Dr. Cortez shows up and says, hey, you gotta collect all these crystals if you want to catch me. And sure enough, you go through the levels, it's full of the same boxes. When you break that little tiki box, you get the booga, which is just the best sound. They still have the bouncy boxes, nitro, TNT, you name it, they got it. Now, I love collecting all the boxes, but I was very sad to make it to the end, and I didn't get a white crystal. But that didn't make the game any less fun or make me any less willing to get all the boxes. So if you enjoy puzzle platforming your way through a horde of zombies, do it. I mean, take this fresh step into a brand new set of maps on Left 4 Dead 2, enjoy it, get your friends to play it. It does have multiplayer, it does have survival, and it even says it has a scavenger. Again, I didn't really confirm those, but it does say that they're there, and I want to believe them, because scavenge is my favorite mode, so I would love to check that out myself. Again, so much fun. I picked it up, but I was just going to play it for a little bit, see how it worked, and I almost couldn't put it down. I had to walk away and say, you know what, I got stuff to do, and I will play you tomorrow, that's for sure. So please, if y'all love Left 4 Dead 2 and you love Crash Bandicoot and you love killing zombies and platforming, then this is the game for you. Download it. It's on ModDB. It's on Left 4 Dead L4Dmaps.com. And also throw Lord Shoot to Kill a thank you for getting Crash Bandicoot and Left 4 Dead to have some babies and making this awesome mod for us.
In Skyrim, there are many champions, warriors, hunters, huntresses, and even creatures that you can use as your friend as you travel the world. Fighting dragons, slaying enemies, and even fighting zombies. Or, more accurately, the Draugr. The Draugr are one of the most common creatures you'll find in the crypts and crevices of Skyrim. And now, you could have one as your ally. Meet Dibella the Draugr. She has been one of the coolest companions I have to say I have used, next to Deadpool, of course. Nobody's ever going to beat Deadpool. But in terms of actually pure entertainment, that belongs to Deadpool no matter what. In terms of actually being able to be utilized in fights in ways that I wasn't even prepared for, Dibella definitely takes the cake. She comes with a couple of techniques that you see when you play in the game, but you only see them when you play against dragons. She has two separate, that I've seen so far, dragon speak that she can do. I don't know if she's actually based on a dragonborn, but she can use two shouts. One being the famous fire-breathing one that the dragons use that absolutely hurt no matter what you do. And, of course, she does the one that's similar to the Fusro Da. I really couldn't understand her. I don't think it's the Fusro Da, but it looked similar in the way it attacked. Or it could be the one that disarmed. I could be wrong. When she uses her fire breath, however, it's a tad broken. Not in terms of it doesn't work, as in terms of it works too well. When she uses her fire breath, things just evaporate. They just cease to exist. They're gone. They're absolutely annihilated. Like, we were traveling into the Ratway in Riften because I'm starting to do my Shadow Brothers quest, or Thieves Guild quest, I should say. And this little itty bitty skeever decided to try to come and jump me. Next thing I know, he becomes a deep fried skeever. And that's not the first time it happened either. She did it multiple times in our run through the underbelly of Riften. She also used the other ability as well, and it didn't push the enemy back, but I'm assuming it took away his weapon, because there is a disarm shout. So I'm assuming that's the shout she has on top of her little fire breath. The greatest thing about her is she is very durable. Either the people we were facing were not that strong, or she can take a beating. Like, she was fighting one of these guys called the Lowlife. And I literally just sat back and I just watched. And in fact, I'll let you watch. Just watch how much HP she doesn't lose. Her voice, I believe, is the voice of the house Carl that you get from Whiterun. But don't quote me on that, because I really don't know. Overall, she is a very amazing addition to your friendship paladin or person or whatever you want, especially if you get tired of people like the house Carl I just mentioned, or any of the other people you could pick up in Skyrim. She is definitely one to go download, install, and try out. She is very easy to find as well. Instead of being like Deadpool, who's in one given spot where you have to go find him, this woman seems to have a bit of a stalking fetish. In terms of you, no matter where you go, where you end up, no matter what crevice of the world you come out, she just seems to be there. No matter what, like, you could literally stand there and wait time with your T keypad, 1 hour, 2 hour, doesn't matter. And if she wasn't there before, she appears next to you. So finding her is not difficult at all, which made it a lot easier for me to get things rolling. Because you saw earlier, I was walking around Riften after saying goodbye to Deadpool, and who's there just watching me with her glowy, beady eyes? Dibella! And she was ready for an adventure, which we did down in the Ratway. So make sure you go download this, pick it up, and just have a good old time with it. And that will wrap things up here for Modded today. I want to thank Rose for her contribution to the show. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe and check out our other shows. And until next time, you've officially been modded.